talks with Heinz History Center President and CEO Andy Masich about the new Great Day for Hockey exhibit at the History Center and the many things you can do and see there. Now Andy is back to play a game with us, Pittsburgh Trivia, starting of course with a hockey question. We'll move on to some more general questions after that. So I'm a little nervous to see how I do going up against you. Andy?
I think you'll do it. People love trivia.
They do.
So here are some questions that I think most Pittsburghers could get. Which of these hockey teams played in Pittsburgh from the mid-1930s through the late 1960s? Is it A, the Flyers, B, the Rangers, or C, the Hornets?
C?
C. Of course, the Hornets were
that was a guess.
Pittsburgh's first team. They were a minor league team. They first played at the Duquesne Gardens in Oakland. That was an old trolley barn that they converted as the largest ice arena in the world at that time. But they played there until the Civic Arena and the Penguins came on.
Okay, next question.
Next question. Which of these founding fathers did not sign the Declaration of Independence? A, George Washington, B, Samuel Adams, C, Benjamin Franklin. A, George Washington. Good one, Heather.
I just saw Hamilton.
Well, you know,
they don't talk about it really, but I thought that was right.
I think, you know, that's really important because George Washington was fighting the British in New York, in Brooklyn, in 1776, while the rest of the guys were back writing the Declaration of Independence and trying to figure out what's this new country going to look like. So Washington wasn't there, and Hamilton was with Washington fighting the British. He was only 19, 20 years old at the time.
Such a good show. Okay, next question.
Number 3.
Still stuck on it.
63 years ago this week, a B-25 bomber crashed into one of Pittsburgh's 3 rivers, but the plane's wreckage was mysteriously never found. Which river did the plane crash into? Was it the Ohio, the Monongahela, or the Allegheny River?
B, and it hasn't been found yet.
That's right, the Monongahela River. That's why they call it the ghost bomber in the Monongahela. And it was January 31st, 1956. It was a cold day, kind of like this. 6 crewmen survived the crash landing in the Mon as it came over the Homestead high-level bridge, silently, out of gas. They never found that plane. It's
so fascinating. Still a mystery. And we should say that's not an actual picture of the plane going down.
No, that's an artist's conception of what it looked like. And, you know, 6 crewmen survived the crash, but 2 of them drowned in the icy waters of the Monongahela. So stay out of the water this time of year. It's so cold, it'll just sap the heat from your body, and that's what killed those crewmen.
A lot of conspiracy theories about what happened there.
Was it aliens? Was it atomic weapons? Was it showgirls from Las Vegas? Did the government sneak it out? Inquiring minds want to know.
They do, and we still don't have the answers. Well, Andy, before we let you go today, we can't let you go without talking about the Heinz History Center, their vote on what to send to the moon. This is so cool.
We've had 10,000 responses to this already. What would you send to the moon? If you wanted to send a piece of Pittsburgh to the moon, and Astrobotic, the company in the Strip District that's going to send the Peregrine lunar lander to the moon sometime in the next 2 years, they want to bring that box with them. So what would you put in the box?
And so you guys have a list of options for people to choose from. The Heinz pickle, a little pin.
There's dirt from Moon Park. What about Tony Haggerty from Primanti Brothers?
Not the real Tony, just a picture
of her,
No, just
a picture of her, because she's been there for 45 years making sandwiches with French fries on them.
There's a piece of the terrible towel you can send.
The terrible towel. And so what would you send?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so here's the question that we had this morning. There's a recording of Won't You Be My Neighbor, right? But how would you play that? We don't know who's going to find this.
You can put it on a micro disc. Hey, aliens have all kinds of equipment. They know how to play stuff.
I don't know. Maybe they're past, you know, Apple Music and
So tell
iTunes
us more about your alien theory.
I don't know. I don't have any.
Well, it is interesting what Pittsburghers say. We've had about 10,000 responses already. I'd have to say Mr. Rogers is leading the pack right now. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
And have you had any interesting write-ins?
Oh, We had thousands of write-ins. I mean, people want to send their own selfie. They want to send their
own self.
Their own self.
Put me in the box,
right.
Andy.
Shrink me. I'm very small. I don't take up very much space.
Oh, thanks so much, Andy. We appreciate you coming in and playing us some trivia with us. And remember, you can learn all about Pittsburgh and our fascinating past and its connection to today at the Heinz History Center on Smallman Street in the Strip District. And keep watching for more Pittsburgh History Today with Andy as our guest here on PTL. It's always fun.